Hello, everybody. I know it's been a while. Um, I can explain. And you're gonna laugh. Okay, this is what happened. Well, my goofy butt has a bad habit of whenever I exit off of this game, that I don't save it. I just like exit out of it because it does like its own natural. What the hell, Dilo? Quick save, right? So, whenever I did that, I guess there was a bug going on and that I didn't know about because I don't pay attention to anything. Honestly, I really should start being more cautious with stuff, but myself was just like, oh, it's nothing, typical day, blah, blah, blah. And I wasn't feeling well, so I really wasn't paying attention, which is not an excuse, but I'm just letting you know what's going on. And next thing you know, I go to exit the game and it didn't. Okay, I exited the game. Then what ended up happening was when I went to get back on it, sadly, all my gameplay was gone. Every achievement that I had done was lost. I literally was like, okay, well, maybe it's just an issue because I've had that before with this on the mobile app because of the Google Play Record, whatever the hell it's called. What you call it? It's done it before where like it tries to make me start over, but then I save what I'm doing and I'm out of it, and I get out of it, and then next thing you know, like I'm fine. And I'll be able to recover my gameplay recordings and everything that I've accomplished and whatever, and so on and so forth, right? Well, this time that didn't happen. I contacted the people that are in charge of it. They told me to uninstall and reinstall. Little did I know that that was not the exact issue. It was because what I should have done was look at my settings in the game. And all I had to do was enable the damn camera. And I guess that would have unlocked it for the most part. But either way, I couldn't even record even whenever I did have my profile. That's why I haven't posted any videos, because I wasn't able to record the videos because they didn't give me the option anymore. And so I was like, oh well, I'll just, whenever I'm home again at my mom's or wherever, I was just gonna get on there, make a quick video and be like, hey, this is why I haven't been on, yada yada, whatever. And as you could tell, that was not the issue. And so whenever my stupid self was like, okay, I'm just gonna blindly listen to these guys so I can recover my file, because I was on level 58, guys, past the 50s. I was a G. I was getting it good. And then whenever I realized what I just did, I screwed myself completely, because whenever I uninstalled it and reinstalled it, it deleted everything. Anything that was saved to my phone was gone. Or at least as far as it comes to the game. And so I had to start back again, over again. And the only reason why I didn't just give up on this game is because this game, honestly, is the only game that I have played in forever, to be honest, that keeps my attention, and I don't feel like I don't get bored with it. Like, I literally only take a break from it because my eyes hurt from constantly looking at the damn phone screen. That's literally the only reason why. So that is what happened to me, and I'm sorry that I kept on like pausing, because I have a bad habit of when I'm focused and I'm trying to get stuff done, I like shut up. So I'm sorry about that, people. But yeah, if you're still here with me, I really appreciate it. But yeah, that's my Ark Mobile horror story for right now. So now I'm a level 22, and I'm just gonna have to, do what I had to do again. And the only good thing is that I pretty much know what to do now. The only thing that sucks is that you guys were not able to see, but I was able to, I tamed a raptor. I was working on taming. I was going to try to tame a whole pack of 4 to 5 raptors. So that way I could start going into the caves after I leveled them up and everything, make sure their health and everything was literally almost to the max. So that way they could be invincible. I was going to have an invincible killing army of raptors, and that was my gameplay thought. So I kind of feel like the game screwed me on that, but it technically wasn't the game. It was the stupid, the app that goes along with the game, because for some reason you can't have one without the other because it saves your information, which is fine, but it's just like, it's whatever. So yeah, that's what happened. That's why I haven't been recording or posting anything. That's also the reason why I haven't really been on my YouTube, or even on YouTube in general. Because honestly, there's some times where it's like, I can stay glued to this phone. But then there are days where I'm just like, you know what? I need to be aware of what's around me. And not like in a paranoid sense, but it's just like, appreciate the beauty of nature and all that stuff, and actually spend time with family members of mine, loved ones, and not just be glued to the game. Because I recently this week found out that one of my cousins who's in the forces, he passed away. I won't say how or whatever, that's my business, but me and my family are not okay. We're taking it kind of hard. We're sad right now. And so even before then, before we found out what happened to my cousin, or at least I can speak for myself, I've been off my phone a lot. Like, the only thing I was doing was seriously just like listening to music or just talking to Jose about a bunch of future plans that we want to try to do. Because at the end of the day, me and my husband, we have dreams and aspirations as a couple, but we also had dreams and aspirations as individuals. And so me and him have been having a lot of heart-to-hearts about, where we want to be as a person in a few years and where we want to be as a couple in a few years. And honestly, guys, there's a lot of things that me and him want to do. And it's not like if I'm saying that we're going to split up or anything. No. Because me and him, I can honestly say I'm very grateful that he is the guy that I wish in a way that I would have met sooner. Because his goal, his heart is always focused on taking care of his, you know what I mean? He's always had that I don't care what people think about me attitude. And it's one of the main reasons why I was attracted to him, because of the fact that I admire that. Because I was always the kind of person where it was like, oh, I'm gonna, try to keep everybody else happy, because I hated everybody being upset with me. I hated everyone being mad. And, there's been a couple of things that's happened in my life that, are not the greatest. Everybody has, what's made or almost broke them, and, some of us have gone through more stuff than others. And, I will never undermine what anybody's gone through, because what might not be hard for me in your situation, or that if your situation wouldn't be hard for me, that's not for me to judge you saying like, oh, you're weak or anything like that. You know what I mean? And so me and my husband have just been really talking about like real legit, like what we want to improve on as a person. And not just because it's the new year, but honestly, Because I feel like every year you should be wanting to better yourself in one way, one shape, form, or fashion. Just because of the fact that who doesn't want to be a better you? And it's not to fit into society. It's not to fit into anybody's agenda. It's just really to be the best you that you can be. As cheesy as that sounds, that's been something that, like, you know, these past couple of years that I have honestly always really wanted to try to focus on, because I was always focused on keeping everybody else cool, calm, and collective. I didn't want, you know, any issues or any problems about anything. I didn't want nobody to be upset with me. Like I said before, I was basically a people pleaser. And a lot of you that probably don't know, that probably do know me, at least from when I don't sound like that now. I mean, like, I used to be bad. It was horrible. Like, I had those toxic friends where it'd be like, yeah, let's go, bitch. Yeah, we're down to go. You know, let's go out to the club and get fucking wasted and blah, 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 blah. Like, for that, we were friends. But then whenever your girl over here would be like, hey, I'm over here trying to get a better job. I'm trying to do a better career. Now, I wasn't the only one. It was literally like a few of us in our little clique, I guess you could say, that, you know, we were the same 7 girls that were always 7 to 8 girls, sometimes even more than that, depending on who was in town. You know, we were always the ones that always hung out together, always did this together for a few years. And it finally got to the point to where it was like, we are really not doing anything. You know what I mean? Like, nobody wants to be hitting the club. I mean, if you like to do the club scene, that's, you know, do you, boo. I used to do it. I feel like, like, it's not bad, but it's not my cup of tea no more, because I feel like people is too wild nowadays. Like, unless I'm gonna get like you don't give a damn, you don't give a fuck mode, like I am for reals. Like, that's the only way I would party, and that's why I had to calm my little ass down. And to make a long story short, you know, a lot of things I had to learn on my own, and I had to learn that I had to do on my own. And so with that being said, you know, it was pretty lonely for me, you know, for a while there, because I was just like, I had friends who I thought were my friends, and I was always by myself, and it sucked. So I hated doing stuff by myself, but I had to learn to do that. So now it's like Jose came out the blue, and he was just like, you know, babe, you're always worried about making sure that I want to do what I want to do that's going to make me happy in life and blah, 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 blah. And he was like, but what about you? And I was just like, what do you mean? What about me? And it took me back, because I was just like, what? And he was just like, yeah, what about you? Don't you have something that you want to do with your life, like, as a person? And I kind of just like stood flabbergasted, like in shock, because no one, and that I can honestly tell you that I've ever dated, has ever gave 2 fucks, you know, just to put it bluntly. Whoever gave a damn enough to be like, hey, do you really want to do something with yourself? If you do, let me know. I'll help you accomplish your dream. I'll help you push you to your dream. You know what I mean? Like, and so me and Jose have been together, and he knows that, you know, for some of you who don't know, I love to play with makeup. You know, I kind of like the typical thing you like to do, the nails and the hair and all that, blah, blah, blah. But I really haven't figured out what it is that I want to do as far as like a career. Just because of the fact that I was just like, you know, there's so many things that you can do with yourself. Like, why settle just for one? But I also know that you can't do a million things at once, because then it's going to make it a lot harder. But, you know, to each their own. And so, like, for Jose as my husband, I was just really, like, it felt nice to actually have someone sit there and ask me, be like, what is it that you want to do with yourself? Because he knows that as much as I love being with him in the truck, he knows that I get bored. I get frustrated because I feel like I'm just wasting my time, because I should be doing something. which is not his fault. You know, it's mine, because at the end of the day, I still choose to come. And that's why I tell him to just ignore me if I'm having a moment, or if I'm having a bad day, whatever. And he does, you know, he doesn't fight with me about it. He's just kind of like, unless it's something that I'm really being like an ass about, then he'll be like, hey, you need to calm the hell down, blah, 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 blah. And obviously, me being the person that I am, you know, I might actually listen. And then there's other days where I'm going to be in fight mode, and I'm going to be like, fight me, bruh. Come at me. As sad and petty as that sounds. But yeah, I'm going to quit rambling, you guys. But yeah, so that's the only reason. That's what I wanted to let everybody know. And if it was too much information, well, it's out there. It's there. It's said. I'll debate if I want to post this video up or not, because I also don't want to bore y'all to death to the point of talking about things that are not even gameplay related. But I mean, I just wanted to be upfront and honest with you guys on why I wasn't on, why I haven't recorded. But yep. Now I'm level 22, about to be level 23 now. But yes, man, I literally am so upset with the fact that I was level 58, about to be 59. Like, oh my gosh, I was so depressed about that. Because even my husband, like, I literally whined and threw it like almost like an immature little fit. Because of the fact that I could not recover my gameplay and what I've done, because I literally had this whole map almost completely discovered. Like, look at the map now. You see this? That little corner. I literally had up to the fingertips up there, all the way to the edge. The only thing I didn't have was the top left-hand corner. And like a little bit in the middle that was up towards the north, because I can't go up there because you need fur clothing, and I don't have fur clothing. Like, that was legit the only area left that I had to discover. My final frontier. And I was already getting to the point to where, like, since I was leveling up a lot of my health and I was learning how to cook the proper things, that I could have already, you know, been, like I said, I would have had it done and taken care of. I would have had it handled. But it's okay. I can easily get there again. I mean, I only started playing this thing like a day ago again, after I finally figured out what the hell was wrong. And I'm already literally a level 22 because I'm doing the things that make you level up fast, because I've learned the cheats. But only today, or last night really, whenever we were driving around, is when I realized why I couldn't record, and I felt like a freaking fool. A fool, guys. A fool. But yeah, so right now I am just gathering materials, foraging, so that way I can get my smithy thing up. And if you don't know what that is, it is literally where you can create and craft your metal items and like fur clothing or protected armor, blah blah blah, all that good stuff. And I've literally kept myself very, very playing it safe. Is that an egg? Yes, it is. But once I get that smithy up and I'm able to get the weapons that I need to protect myself, because these primitive weapons suck. Like, I would be surprised if they save me from a raptor if it ever comes out of nowhere. And so, yeah, I am literally just like gathering all the rocks, all the fibers, all the stuff that I need, so that way I can actually do what I need to do, so that way I can conquer this damn map. And I had just tamed a raptor, guys. I tamed a raptor. Ironically, I tamed it and I didn't think it was I thought it was gonna kill me, because it eyeballed me and I was like, shit, I'm gone. But nope, I was lucky. I hear something but don't see it. Okay, leaves, don't be scaring me like that. Don't be yelling at me. And you know, it's the one thing I did learn. I was trying to figure out where in the hell do you get citronelle seed. And then I realized you get it from the plants that you forage from. And I only discovered this now after I've played this all this time. Okay, so I think I might have enough stones now and fibers. So let's go on and head back. Well, Jose's coming back, guys. That's all I'm going to record for now. Thank you for tuning into this video. Hope you liked it. And let me know what you think in the comments. And I'm back now. I know how to record again. So, yay. All right. Bye.